Hello and welcome to another penny hunt. We have a fun box here. We got a box of pennies, and these are circulated. And it looks like we have a good mix of enders here. We got see a 60s, we got a 70s here, another 70s here, and a few others. Got a good mix of copper, some zinc enders. Hopefully that's a good sign for this box. I don't see anything super old, just the memorials and the shields on the back here. But hopefully there's some wheats on the inside. Maybe we'll get lucky and find some errors and varieties, but we won't know until we get these wrappers off these scents and take a look. Intro, take 473. Cue music. Cue coins.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Now pick them up. I'm not rich. Well, it looks like we have our first find. We are on roll number 4, and I think we got a 1956 here. Yes, we do. Still got some red on it. 1956 out of Denver. Got some surface just circulation wear discoloration, but it still has a little bit of red shiny on it. That's a nice little coin there. Pretty decent shape overall. Not the best, not the worst. 1956 out of Denver is our first wheat cent find of the hunt. Getting towards the back of roll number 4 here, we got a second find. There are 2 wheat cents in this roll. Very nice to see. This one is rough, corroded. Looks like a 1952 out of Denver, and that is a wheat cent, but that is a very rough wheat cent. All right, 2 finds in this roll. Very cool. We are on roll number 2, and back here in the back, poured it out, saw we had some wheat ears sticking out of the back of this roll. So we have our third wheat cent, 1942, going down in date here. Nice to see. Will that continue? I don't know, but we're going to keep looking to see what else we find. Roll number 9. We have a 50 wheat cent here. Let's take a look. 1950. 1950 wheat cent. Very nice. Roll number 9 has another 50s wheat cent in the roll. Very cool. Roll number 10. We are making our way through, and we have a double header here. 2 wheat cents in this roll, pretty close together. 1952 out of Denver. That one's much better than the last one. Nicer looking than the last one we found. And then our second wheat cent in this roll, 1949 out of Denver. Nice. So that's 2 wheat cents in this roll. Roll number 10. All right, we're moving along to find some good finds. We are on roll number 14, and we've come across our first foreign find here. We have a Canadian from 1973. There we go. Toss it up here. We'll put it over there. That is our first foreign of the box. What else are we going to find? We are on roll 15, and just a few in from the ender. We've got another wheat cent here. Take a quick look at this wheat cent and see which one we got. We have a 1950. 1950. We have another one up here, right? Yep, that's 2 1950s there. Well, we have made it to roll number 20 here. We got another find. We got a 1950. That's a third 1950 wheat cent there. Here we go. We're going to put that with the other 2. We are on roll 21, and we've come across another wheat cent. See, this time we got a 1951 out of Denver. That is another wheat cent to go up here with the rest. Nice. We have made it to roll 23, and in the back here, let's move it over, get it in the middle of the camera. In the back here, we've got another wheat cent sticking out here. Let's take a look. Hey, it's a 1940. It's looking pretty solid there. Not a whole lot of wear. You can still see all the lines on the wheat stalks and stuff. And I assumed it was going to be a 50s, but it has some detail, and it is a 1940s. That looks like our oldest wheat cent yet. We are on roll number 26, and it looks like I got a 1944 here. Yep, that is a 1944. That is another wheat cent from the 40s. This one is a Philadelphia. Nice. Nice. I think it goes up here somewhere. We have made it to roll 32. We got another Canadian here. I didn't notice it till we got to it. Let's see what date we got. 95. 1995 Canadian. Put up here with our 70s Canadian there. Nice. That's 2 Canadians. Well, we are moving along. It's been about 10 rolls since our last find. We've made it to roll number 41. And we have a 1945 here. That is another wheat to go up here with the rest. Nice to see a wheat scent. 9 rolls left after this. Hopefully, it's not going to be another 9 rolls before we hit another wheat scent. I'm just going to set it there and hope I got it in the 40s. Roll number 44. And we got ourselves a wheat scent back here. Poured it out, saw it sticking out back here. It's the only one I noticed here. So this might be the only find in the roll. 1946. That's another 40s find here. So there we go. We're going to put it with the 45 there. Well, we have some good news. Roll number 45. Here in the back, I noticed we had a 1940, it looks like. Poured it out. Just noticed a 40 was sticking out there. And we have a 1940 out of Philly. There we go. That's another Wheatie for the stack. And I think that's we have 2 40s. 40 is our earliest date so far. Well, there we have it. That was all for the finds. Ended up with 15 wheat cents, which is a little above average for me, just slightly above average. My average is somewhere around 12 in a box, between 10 and 15 usually. So did pretty well. 7 from the 40s, 8 from the 50s, and 2 from Canada. 2 Canadian cents there. Well, that is all for the finds. I've got some nice ones off to the side here. I'm going to check against the albums along with the sweet scents, see what spots we can fill and upgrade. So let me take a look at those, and we'll be right back. Take a look at the albums. For our first album here, we didn't have any fills or upgrades. The earliest coin we got was from the 40s, but I have a nicer 40 in here already, so nothing for this first album. Starting out our second album with a 1944 out of Philly. That's going to fill that spot. But with 1.4 billion minted there, might not be too long before we upgrade that one. A little rough, but fills the spot for now. Next coin for the album, 1945 out of Denver. A little bit rough, but we're going to fill that spot up. And then we got a 1946 here. Going to fill that spot as well. Next, a 1949 out of Denver. Going to fill that spot as well. Next, we're moving into the 50s with 1950 upgrade here. That is the nicest one we got there. Gonna upgrade this one that has a little corrosion on it. Decent little step up. Wish it was nicer, but you know, we're getting rid of a corroded one for a non-corroded one. That's definitely a good upgrade there. Continuing on with some fills here. 1951 out of Philly and Denver. Both of those are gonna fill those spots. And then we have a 1952 out of Denver. Gonna fill that spot up. And then our best looking wheat scent, 1956 out of Denver. A nice little red brown there with some nice red showing. It's going to replace that brown one there. That's a pretty solid upgrade for sure. Next up, we have a pretty nice, pretty red 1960 there. We're going to put that in the spot. That is a large date 1960. Rounding out the 60s with 2 69s. I got a pretty nice, mostly red 69 out of Denver. Going to replace that one in there. And then a decent 1969 out of San Francisco. I do not get a lot of San Francisco's 69s, and most of them are really beat up. And that one is decent. We're going to fill that spot up there. Then we have a 1971, decent enough to fill the spot for now. Hopefully find a better one. And then a pretty nice 1971 out of San Francisco. Got a few spots on it, but that is a solid spot fill for now. For our third album here, I got a 1977 in really nice shape. Pretty red, got a little bit of a fingerprint mark on there, but that is really nice overall. 1980 out of Denver and a 1981. Both of those are going to fill the spot. Those are solid enough to fill the spots for now. Getting to the early 80s and before, it's harder and harder for me to find nice ones. I'll come across them sometimes, but those are good enough for spot fills. And then I've got a 1982 small date zinc. I just do not find these in good condition, and that is pretty nice there, so we're going to fill that spot up with that one. Moving along, I've got a 1987 out of Denver and a 1988 on a Philly. Those are both pretty solid coins there. I'm going to fill those spots for now. Next up, we got a 1991. They are close, but this one is just a bit nicer, a bit more redder. The one in there has some just surface layer dirt, a little bit of a fingerprint there. It's kind of hard to see on camera, I think. But this one looks just so much nicer in person, so we're going to upgrade that one. Next on our spot fills is a 1995 out of Denver. Pretty nice. Does have a little spot on the back of the head there, but otherwise that's a pretty solid coin. Gonna fill that spot. What might be the gem of this hunt here? 1997 in really nice shape. Does have a few little imperfections on it, but that is an overall gorgeous coin, and that is going to replace that one in there. Very cool. Nice upgrade there. Up next, a 1999 out of Denver. That one is a little bit dirty, but it is pretty nice overall. I do find a hard time coming across nice Denvers, so we're going to fill that spot up. Got a pretty solid 2000 there, and a 2001, both out of Philly there. I'm going to fill those two spots up. Continuing on, we got a 2005. That's just a nice cleaner example in there. And this is another gem here, 2007. That one might even be in much better condition than the 1997. But either way, that is a really nice coin. Going to fill that spot up beautifully. And then wrapping out the book here, we got a 2012 out of Denver and a 2013, both solid and both going to fill those spots. Starting out book number 4, we got a 2014 that is just quite a bit nicer than the one that's in there. Better quality. 2015, nice step up from the one that's in there as well. 2015 out of Denver. Then we got a 2018, pretty decent shape. Going to fill that spot up. Then down here, I've got two 2023s out of Denver. I'm going to pick one of those to fill the spot. I'm not sure which one I like better. I think I'm leaning toward this one on the right as a better coin, but the one on the left has better surface quality. So I'm going to take a good look at those and see which one I like better. Just see if I'm missing something on those. And wrapping up, 2024 out of Denver. I've got one with fingerprint in there. We're going to get one without a fingerprint. Pretty clean there. So there we have it for our albums, fills, and upgrades. Had a total of 28 spots filled and 7 upgrades. We're still early on with our new albums here, so we're going to have a lot more spots to fill and add more coins to upgrade as we start out. And that number will shrink as we go along here. I still haven't decided which 2023 out of Denver to add in here, so if you have an opinion, drop it in the comments down below and let me know. And I'll take a look at those and consider that when I decide which one to put in here. All right, well, that wraps up this hunt. Pretty well fun hunt overall. A good amount of spots filled for our new albums, so I would call this a very successful hunt. All right, well, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up, helps me out, and drop that comment down below and let me know what you thought. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a great day. And I want to give a very special thank you to all the viewers who have signed up as members. Thank you very much for going above and beyond to help support the channel. I very, very much appreciate it. If anyone is interested in becoming a member, feel free to check out the link below. Again, thank you very much for your support. Well, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you click on that link right there, it'll help me out. And then I have a couple videos over here that is recommended. So if you would like to watch another one, I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a great day.